What's up, guys? Welcome back to Teen Legendary. I am Scion, and we are going to do the survey for the Great Plains of Eidolon. And you guys normally know that in the past I've done the Storm Files and Warframe Arsenal, and I just wanted to just take a look at this and give my advice on it. I am going to try to get most site to put it up here on the front page so we get more people in here to actually, do the survey on Warframe. And I didn't even think they were going to front page me this much this weekend, but they did. But we're going to try to get this there. So without much ado, we're going to get right into it. And well, I'm probably going to have Plains gameplay along with this. I'll figure out how to put it together so you can see both, but we'll see. All right. So overall, how much do you enjoy the Plains of Eidolon? Me personally, it's about all I play in Warframe right now. I do not want to be in the star chart at all. I don't want to look at the star map right now. You kind of feel claustrophobic going back into that, so I like the open fields. I do feel that you need to actually go back into them at some point into the star chart and do those missions. Like, there's nothing wrong with it, but now that I've been out in the plains and actually running around and having to change my build to facilitate being able to fight enemies on a larger scale, it's actually more fun. Some of the frames shine a little bit more, and you can have a little bit more fun in the frame. So overall, I do enjoy it. I give it an 8. I give it an 8. I'm not going to say strongly because there's things that I don't like, and we're going to get to that probably within this survey. So overall, how well is the Plains integrated to the rest of Warframe's existing content? Now, I think that's actually a good thing and a bad thing overall. What ends up happening is there's a lot of things that get left behind, and a lot of things don't kind of make sense. Now, they've done a good job recently in putting in, resources to actually spend to get, different parts in Warframe, because I came in with so much resources in certain things where it was just like, I got too much resources, and then now those resources are gone. Like, so it's pretty cute how they work that together. So they kind of force integrated it, but it needs to be more as far as like what goes on. Like, I feel that the plains are just there and the rest of the earth on the star chart is just kind of like, whatever. It would be nice if you had missions that kicked off in the plains itself and put you out into the rest of the star chart. That would make more sense and help out along the way. Like, it would just make things across the board better. Say if you had a mission and you found like a locket and you have to go somewhere, like, I'm just saying in general, and you have to go somewhere else, and Earth's start and just in the system in general, just to go around and have to deal with something else on Earth, just not necessarily in the plains. That would make a lot more sense. So it should be integrated a lot better like that. So I'll give that an 8 too. How much are you looking forward to future content in open zones of Warframe? Actually, I am a lot. I know it's very hard to do this and I'm asking a lot, but I would like every single system to have an open zone, to be honest with you. I know that's asking a lot and it's putting a lot of a strain on DE, but I would really like that, because that would make it would just to have multiple places to go and multiple things to do. It would open up the game so much. And I don't understand why people complain about extensions on top of content. If you have one certain part about the game and you like that part about the game, fine. But if a game is progressing further and you have PvP, you have, say, open world, you have dungeons, you have the warframes, you have the weapons, whatever else like that, you have the lore, it shouldn't matter if they add on to the game. I really dislike when people get mad because it's like, oh, well, why are they adding this when this stuff is over here is wrong? Like, they try to hot fix stuff and bring stuff in. You gotta give them a little bit of time. And if you feel so strongly about something, make a constructive post. Keep it respectful, because nobody's gonna listen to you if you start off and say effing DE. They're like, you're done automatically. Nobody's going to listen to that. I wouldn't listen to that if I ran a company. I'd be like, delete this guy, or not even read the rest of it. So your entire point that you probably were very well written in is just done. And I see a lot of people doing that where I'm like, why did you start off like disrespecting the company and then be like, oh, they don't listen to me? Like, are you serious? Like, who raised you? Where your manners at? Anyway, so how much am I looking forward to? 10, very much. All right, let's hit that next button real quick. All right. Overall, how much do you enjoy Cetus as a hub for the planes of Eidolon? All right, so here's the thing. Cetus is a little bit buggy, a little bit laggy. It might be because there's just too many people in that one area. So overall, I like it as a hub. I still think it needs more. As far as quest, it needs, like, we should have more bounties. Like, you know, the 5-6 bounties, it's not enough. It needs to be more. It needs to be way more. We need like 20. And I hate to say this, but you need to have it so that you just have so much to do that you can't necessarily do it all the time, where we're just sitting there like, time to run the 5th one, time to run the 4th one, time to run the 3rd one. This needs to be more of them. That's all. So the hub itself is okay. So I'll give the hub a 6 because I believe the hub could be further pushed along and fleshed out to be a little bit better. All right. Please rank the members of the Ostron community in order of how valuable we believe they are to your experience. I think the most important would be Konzo, and he's the funniest and has the most lines. And then you have Quill Anko, if you listen to the stuff that he's saying, this dude, like, he sound like he's trying to holler at some girls or something like that. So, all right. 7 is least valuable. Oh, good thing I rated more. And 1 is most valuable. So, Konzo would be number 1. Quill Anko would be number 2. Let's see. I'm gonna put the cock. I guess I could say it. The masked person. I'll put that person last because that little girl seems to only be important for the event that we just recently had. So I would say Hawk. Old man, the miner, the fish lady because she's weird, and that would leave. See, pets. Screw the pets. You need to be last. Actually, no, we're not doing this correctly. Actually, or will we? See how you would rank them, but see they can't all be the same rank. So I'm doing it this way because they can't all be the same rank. That would be kind of stupid. That defeats the purpose of the ranks if everybody's like, oh, they're most important, like rank 1. So let's do it this way. All right, so that means, where is it? That means the pet guy, he's last, and that makes you right here. All right. How would you rank the experience of navigating through Cetus? Now that we have fast travel, it's fine. But it used to be ass. It used to be really bad. I was so confused, and then you would get motion sickness sometimes. So I get it. No, 7. Are the variety of resources and items through Cetus beneficial to Warframe? Yes, now because they fixed it, like I said, in the recent patch where you can use older resources along with the newer resources, and you can do it to it. So I'll give it a 7. Next. How much overall do you enjoy completing bounties? I like it. I gotta say, I strongly enjoy completing bounties. I just wish there was more of them so we aren't doing the same thing. Or they varied, or they randomly change, or something else happens. It just needs to be... Make it so that in a day, I don't see the same thing. That's what I really positively need at this point. If I see the same thing in the day, it's not fun. It's just not. Alright, so... You feel that bounty rewards are the fair amount standard given the time and requirement? No, I don't. And the reason for it is I think the last ones they give you okay stuff, but we're starting to get too much of repeat stuff, like Augur Message. Like the last event, I had 100 of them. There's no reason for that. Like who was trolling? Was that you, Sheldon? Did you do that? Because that was trolling. That was bad. So that gets a 6. Don't do that. Don't do that no more, D. Please, God. That was terrible. Like I will write the credits. Like give a credit reward. And not even not that bullshit. Oh, okay. Not that BS. where it'd be like 100 credits. Who the heck needs that? Give 10,000. What is wrong with giving 10,000 credits as a mission reward? It's credits. We need credits. Like 10,000. That's nice. It's not too much. It's not too little. It builds up over the course of time. I don't see why we can't get something like that. D is really cheap when it comes to credits. Stop being cheap. Do you feel that the item rewards offered by bounties are fair given... Oh, wait, didn't I just do that? Oh, wait, given by the skill... Huh? Oh, the item rewards. Well, that's the same thing. I was like, wait a minute, isn't that the same thing? No. It's the same thing. I guess it's 6. Do you feel each bounty has the appropriate level of variety of gameplay? I want them to vary. I really want them to vary. At the end, I just don't want them to actually be the same thing all the time. That just becomes so mundane and you don't even want to really do it anymore. Even though some of it is fun, it just has to like change. Like I just want to go out and then Lotus says, oh my god, this person got kidnapped and I gotta go save him. And it just go do some wide variety, go different parts of the place. And I remember used to be able to go explore stuff and find things and all that type of stuff like that. Open this stuff up a little bit more. I was told that's what it was gonna do, so I want to see it actually do it. I want to go exploring. I want to be able to go into a cave and then all of a sudden be surrounded by a million infested and have to fight my way out. I want to be alone in the dark 10-0. That I keep saying that. I've been saying that ever since 2012 that I want to be alone in the dark 10-0. Since the first time, December 2012, when I first saw what the hell this game was and I did a review on it and put it on MMO site, I want to feel like, okay, I'm this lone 10-0 operative, like Lotus says, and I want to go somewhere and I want to be a badass. That's kind of what, like, that's me personally. I think a lot of people would appreciate stuff like that, where you actually get to show a little bit of skill, show your build, show how you can survive with any Warframe. It doesn't matter. You're just out there in the world and you want to bust ass. Let's go. All right, so that, giving that a 6-2. Overall, how much do you enjoy fishing? Fishing is trolly as all F, but I do enjoy it. There's not anything else I can say about that. I guess an 8. Do you feel that the resources required for fishing equipment is fair so far? It's a little bit grindy, but gets a 7. Do you feel the resources rewards for fishing are fair? Yeah, that's a 7. Do you feel that fishing gameplay mechanics are intuitive and easy to pick up? Yeah, it is very easy to pick up, so that gets a 10. Overall, how much do you enjoy mining? 4. I'm gonna say why. Do you feel that resource requirement is fair? 4. Do you feel that resources standard resources and the standing rewards for mining is fair? I'll give that a 7 because it is. Do you feel that mining mechanics are intuitive and easy to pick up? All right, here we go about mining. For whatever reason, the 2 highest ones that are rare are too rare. Like I just think it needs to be fixed. The Heart of Nif, or whatever the hell it is, that red purple rain bullshit gem, that is too rare. Because I can go a whole night and get 2. That's not sexy. You can get the other ones. Actually, I'm sorry, it's the other way around. It's the green one. The green one is too damn rare. The Heart of Nif is fine. The green one is too rare. It was just like I could hardly get any of that. And then when the event came, I just spammed it because I was like, bro, I'm getting as much as I can get out of this event. And instead of stuffing that into the event, please God, make it so that it's just a little bit more abundant. Because it's just too low. It's too low, and it makes us sit out and mine and look at these little rocks and have a Grenadier shoot us in the butt. It's not fun. That's not fun gameplay at all. I understand what you're trying to do, and there's plenty of games that are like that, but no. All right, next up. Overall, how much do you enjoy fighting Eidolons? I enjoy it. I think it's fun. Like it brought the awe and wonder back for me when it came to Warframe, and I enjoyed it. It was some of the better times in the game for me. Do you feel that difficulty of skill fighting the Eidolon is fair for experienced players? Yeah, I do. It's basically like a raid boss. So You get your skill up and win. That's it. No complaining, no trying to ask for it to be nerfed because you and your friends can't coordinate and get it down. Like I do not like when companies try to pander to the casual crowd when it comes to end game mechanics. It's an end game. It literally says end in game. That means the player should be adjusting to the game, not the game adjusted to the player. I'm always going to feel that way. Unless it's unfair. And that fight wasn't unfair. It was just that you had to better learn how to use your frames, how to build better, and stuff like that. And if you call yourself getting into end game, you should automatically be trying to do that anyway. No nerfing the game because you just can't play on the level that the game is playing on. So that's how I feel about that. Do the Eidolon, that doesn't sound right. Whatever. Do the Eidolon fighting gameplay mechanics require a bounce level of strategy and plan? Yes they do. It made us make builds. It made us think. It made us laugh at getting killed and stepped on by the Eidolon and drop kicked by a one-shot mechanic because we didn't shield ourselves from it and didn't know to shield ourselves from it in the beginning and had to pick each other up. All that stuff's fun in raiding. Like, it gets mundane and tedious over the course of time because there's only one Eidolon right now. It used to be more Eidolon, and they're working on that. And that's like, you know, it's not necessarily something that just you could just pop out. So I'm pretty patient on that because, like with most games, if you guys remember World of Warcraft only had one real raid boss in the beginning, and then there was one real raid in the beginning. It was Molten Core, and Molten Core basically opened up in waves. It didn't open up right away. I remember testing Molten Core, and there was only like 3 bosses in it. We didn't even get to deal with Ragnarok until later. Or was it Ragnaros or Ragnaros or something like that? We didn't get to mess with him. It's too soon. Anyway, you guys know what that means if you're Warcraft fans. Is the multi-stage progression of the Eidolon fight beneficial to Warframe boss design? Very. All bosses in the game should have multi-stages. You shouldn't just knock them out in one shot like we normally do. Like we go fight something and because somebody has a BS ass optic core, you one shot it and then it's over. Like, it should be multiple phases. The bosses should be able to adapt to us and fight back in some way, shape, or form. So we have to think. So I give that a 9. Do you enjoy scanning of hidden glass fish to uncover Ashan lore? Yes, because that made me explore stuff. It needs to be more types of things like that. It's really easy. I guess an 8. Do you feel that the plants and animals and plains Eidolons create a compelling environment? Yes. I like that. Do you feel the placement of grenade patrols and camps is well implemented? Yes, but there needs to be more. It needs to be harder. Especially at night. They need to be savage at night. I was expecting savage, and it's just not savage. Or maybe we're just too strong, but they need to be more savage. Do you feel the difficulty scaling grenade enemies is progressing fairly through the plains of Eidolon? Yes, and I want to point out that the bases are not savage enough either. If I'm all up in a Grineer base, they should be trying to whoop my ass. Sometimes they do. Sometimes you just go in there, you're like, holy crap, why are you trying so hard, Grineer? Because they'll just like, it'd be like a million things shooting at you. And you're like, well, what the hell is going on today? Like, is it your lunch break? Like, what? Why are you getting shot at so much? They need to be like that all the time. You're in their base. This should be like an update called Bases of Eidolon, where the bases are all of a sudden badass and fortified, and you can go in and take them over and get like extra shit for doing that. Like, there needs to be that up in Warframe where the bases actually mean something. Because right now, you just walk up in there with any old frame. Like, you go in there with Limbo and just stand there, but like, what's good? It's like, let's do that. How long have I been playing Warframe? Oh, that's way out of this. Like I said, December 2012. That literally makes 5 years of Warframe. 5 years of Warframe. So we like, wow. I might be one, if I'm not the oldest, I'm one of the oldest. So, yeah. Submit. So we're good to go. So that was the whole thing. I hope you enjoyed it. It's just my outlook on everything, and I enjoy Warframe. I wish there's a lot of things that were done differently, and like loot drops. I don't know if that comes back to Twitch. I hope they do it correctly. Make it not be exploited and exploitable. Make it so that it only is based off of one account and it cannot be swapped Like you can't swap to a different account and then have streamers just streaming achievement runs all the hell today, because no one learned anything like that. And now we have a bunch of Warframe streamers who actually stream it who don't actually know the game. They don't know the game. Like they're doing like, hey, you know, like I had 1,000 people watching me, har, and they're like rank 5 and dying on everything because they never learned anything other than like the first 30 minutes of the game, the achievement hunt. That doesn't help the game. That doesn't help the inventory. That doesn't help the directory. That doesn't help the game grow. It just makes people come in and look at them like they're a joke, and then they leave. Like, and you need people to come in and actually stay and watch the good people actually play the game. And if that's not happening, it's not helping the Twitch directory. So that's my final thing on that. I would like that if they're gonna bring it back, if you're gonna bring it back, make it so that it cannot be exploitable. That it needs to be, it needs to have some type of anchor to the streamer. That's kind of what needs to happen. It has to be anchorable, if that's even a word, to a streamer, and then one account, one stream account. If the streamer is going to be actually doing the loot drops, then it has to be anchored to that one stream account, and that's it. Cannot be multiple accounts, can't be just spazzing back and forth. Make it so that they have to contact DE and get set up like that. If it has to be, it's not even a problem, because oops, I got something new here. Let's cut that out. Hey Max, who is streaming anyway. Make it so I lost my whole chain of thought. Just make it so it can't be exploited. That's it. Please, no, it can't be exploited. That's it. Everybody will be fine, and anybody else who's mad at it, get over it, because that was the silliest thing ever that went on. Everybody knows it was underhanded all the way around. People were doing, everybody was doing. I was sitting there watching because hell, they was giving out the tains, the night tains, what the hell it calls that hell, I want night tains because this is annoying as hell to get them. So that was like the only reason why I even sat looking at Twitch loot drops myself, was for that one sole purpose right there. But I don't want my whole Twitch directory with Warframe just to be diluted and just have a whole bunch of people who don't know how to play the game sitting in the top spots over the people who know how to play the game, because that's a total injustice to everybody who actually earn their numbers. So I'll catch you guys later. Be legendary. Peace.